Hey guys, this is TK. In this video we are going to configure Cisco ASA with port address translation or PAT with round robin option. In this case, inside users need to access internet services. However, some services on internet doesn't like too many connections originating from a single IP on a very low sampling interval, because that's a signature of a denial of service. So in this case, instead of a default port address translation nature where it uses a single address at a time until it runs out of all usable ports, we are going to rotate this between multiple addresses or a pool of addresses per inside users. Let's configure this on ASA. Let me quickly show you the interface configuration. I have the outside and the inside configured as per the diagram over here, and I'm going to quickly configure the object groups for the NAT. The first, we are going to configure the PAT pool object network. Let's name it PAT pool, and that's going to be a range of IP addresses from 5.5.5.1 to 5.5.5.5. And then let's create the object for all users. In this case, I'm going to just specify all IP addresses, but in real production environment you should specify your inside network. The more specific network that you specify is easier to troubleshoot when you have NAT issues. So let's configure that object. Here, just for testing purposes, I'm just going to include the all addresses here. Actually, I should configure my NAT also inside this object. It's going to be source any source dynamic into a PAT pool here, and let's include that PAT pool just created. And what we are going to use here is round robin. Alright, again, let me emphasize this point here, that this is not recommended on a production environment. The reason I'm using this is the way I'm testing is using hping, and in hping I just pretty much randomize the source addresses. So in your production environment you should really lock this down to the internal subnet or subnets. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to send 10 random source IP addresses to outside destination here, and let's monitor this through ASDM and see how that's getting translated. So I'm going to send 10 packets with random source addresses to outside destination. And let's take a look what happened. So you see over here that this is the random source address, and it uses the first PAT address 5.5.5.1, and for the second one it uses 5.5.5.2, likewise 5.5.5.3, 4, 5, and then it went back again and start reusing those addresses. So this is actually is what this PAT pool with rotation round robin option, which will help you for certain services that require a limited number of connections using a single IP address. Alright, thank you so much.